Indeed. Okay, so guys, welcome back to WP Podcast. Where we get an outline, we don't have a camera anymore. So yeah.
Oh wait, hold up. You're kind of presenter for all this information.
Yes. Today we have our first guest, who is a student. We have Mr. Wessinger. Welcome.
What's going on, guys?
We just. I'm getting nervous.
I mean, you can introduce yourself as if people don't know you.
Okay. You want me to go?
Would you like to say anything?
Sure. Yeah. Hey guys, my name's Michael Wessinger. I am a third-year dean at Uplift Williams. I've worked with this group since they were sophomores. Now they're about to graduate.
Yeah, that's true. It'll be not your first class that you've had since freshman year, unfortunately.
Yep.
But yeah, we've known you the longest out of all.
Agreed. And I probably have the best relationship with you guys, the seniors, and then the juniors.
Yeah.
We don't really. You're in a meeting, right?
What's that?
You're kind of in a meeting. Right?
No, man. This is a great excuse to not be in a meeting.
That is true.
Fair enough.
I'm so sorry. I have to help students with extra things.
I wanted to be here, but
I so wanted to be there. But,
we have a Christian or outline guy made a few questions to ask you. So the first one is, how do you find Williams, and what made you decide to work here?
Okay. So I was born and raised in South Carolina. And basically in 2019, it was about like March of 2019. And my wife is, she's a senior HR manager for Frito-Lay. And so Frito-Lay's headquarters is in Plano, Texas, which is basically probably 25 minutes. Mm-hmm. And so she is very career driven, which I am too, but she can basically promote here every 18 months and we don't have to move. I'm a creature of habit. So I like to build relationships at a school, learn the systems, and then be like a plug for that school. So how'd I get it here? I knew we were moving to Dallas. She was out on a boat with some friends while she was looking at places here for us. And someone mentioned Uplift and like their mission, the type of students that they work with. And I was like, that's right up my alley. And so I put in an application. And y'all probably remember at the time it would have been not Mrs. Yeah, it was Mrs. Durrett. When she left, it created an opening pretty late in the game here, and I interviewed with Katie and got the job, and I literally got it like maybe a week and a half before y'all came back, and so that's why when y'all first met me, I was like literally just starting. Didn't get a summer.
That's pretty much how the school hires you. It gives you very little to actually prepare for the job.
Yep.
So you mentioned like so have you worked at a school before as like a dean or like a teacher or?
Yeah, so I taught at the school I was at before. I was there 9 years. It was a middle school, bigger. Like we have probably about 600 kids here. The school had about 1,000, and so I taught science there, 8th grade science for 5 years, and then was an assistant principal there. And the way that they set up the school is like you start with a group and then you loop with them. And so I came in with a 8th grade group. They went on to high school. So then I went back to 6th grade with a bunch of little 11-year-olds, like basically babies. And then it was cool to be their principal for 3 years. And then they have like their 8th grade graduation. You got some who were like this big and then they shoot up and grow. And so, so I had 5 years of teaching, 4 years as a dean, assistant principal, and now I'm here in year 3. So.
Okay, yeah.
Have you only been a teacher before this job?
So 4 years as a dean or assistant principal. Okay. So all in all, 5 years as a teacher, and then this is my 6th year as an administrator or educational leader. So this is my 11th year now.
Okay. I'm gonna change that question here a little bit. So compared to it says your first, but I just want to ask, compared to your general years that you've been an administrator, how do they compare to last year with the pandemic?
Oh God. So y'all know me, so you kind of seen me in both. So I thrive on being on the front lines, being in the hallways, being around you guys and popping into classes. COVID made that hard. So I would say it was the most challenging year for me because it's like there was no discipline. Like not a lot of kids acting up because a lot of kids weren't here. And you remember how the classes were. It'd be like 6 kids in a class and they're all on their computer all day in the same pod. So it was just it was not a very fun year for me. It was easier now. Don't get it don't get that part twisted.
It was a lot quieter.
It was much quieter, much easier. The one highlight I did enjoy was like, and he can do. Were any of y'all here during that?
I came in late. But
I was the first one.
Okay.
But then he left immediately.
And then, not immediately. Like, remember when they how we were allowed to come back and they closed it again?
Mm-hmm.
So when they closed it again, my mom and they reopened it. My mom didn't want me coming back.
Got it. Yeah.
So I didn't come back until January.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like here pretty much the entire time too, but we were just in different pods. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you were with Mr. Lustre. I was with the crowd.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there were a lot of days actually where I was like the only one in my class.
Yeah.
So
which is just like
it's
different, right?
It's different, and honestly, it was helpful because if I didn't know, they would help me.
Yeah. You get like 1-to-1 ratio.
Yeah.
2-to-1 actually.
2.
Because Miss Ramirez was also there.
Yep, Andrew Ramirez. Yep.
Yeah. When I first came, it was just Dr. Evan, and sometimes what's his name?
Krasnov?
No. It was a student. It was a classmate. Oh, I forgot his name. He would come. He wouldn't come every day. He was. I forgot his name.
It's all good. The other thing that was different was like in the mornings you would check, like do temperature checks for all the kids, so you get to talk to the not kids but young adults, and then I would check in every teacher. So it was kind of cool to truly get to greet every teacher that drove in. Like, good morning, how was your week? How's that ride in? Blah 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 blah. And that was teachers got a little off their game too because it wasn't a normal year. And so I just tried to find ways to like keep them upbeat, keep them encouraged because it was tough for them.
Yeah. I think the best part was just the teachers bringing in snack carts.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah. I feel special.
Nice.
And then like second semester, I don't know, like was that your decision to like merge all the pods together? Yeah, like second semester, like it kind of changed up. There was more people there, but like 6 or 7 at max.
Yeah. We condensed them.
Condensed them.
Yeah.
And,
Sure did.
it all felt very comfortable. Like even with the coffee machine, like it felt more homey.
Yeah, it
than
did
classroom.
feel homey. And like with the teachers there, unfortunately, like 2 of the 3 teachers that I was with the entire time, like is like not here anymore. Like it sucks too because like
close with them.
Yeah, but like it helped develop like a better relationship with those teachers than it would be online. Because I'm not gonna lie, I did not like online school.
Yeah.
I did not like the teachers. I did not like the teachers because of that. Because like they couldn't get like anything out of it.
Yeah.
But when I was in school, I did more work than I would have if I stayed at home.
Yeah, I remember during the first quarter or second. I don't know when we were allowed to come back, but like the first time we were allowed to come back, I was filling all my classes but 1 or 2. I came here and like I had to travel. Like I wasn't in my house. I couldn't just turn on the TV and not do anything. So I would get bored. So like I guess I'm gonna do work. And like in like 1 week, I was like only failing 1 class.
Yeah, and grades started shooting up.
And by the end of the quarter, I passed all of them.
Yeah. Yep. There's power in being in person when you learn.
Yeah,
It's
it
pretty.
was
Coming here was pretty much like the thing that saved my GPA from like absolutely plummeting to like obscurity. But like it was, and for sometimes it was fun, but it was a necessary thing. So I'm kind of glad that my parents made me come here. Even if I didn't want to wake up.
That's funny. They made you?
They made me come. Yeah, they made me come. I did not have a choice. And
and me, it was the complete opposite. I had to like ask and beg my mom to let me come here. And I was like, look, my grades are down. You remember when I came, my grades were like way up. And she was like, but I don't want you to go. I don't want to wake up at 6 a.m. to take you to school. Because we live like pretty far.
Yeah, me too. Like,
and I was like, but my grades still, and like it took me like a whole quarter and even like and a half to like convince her. And the only reason she accepted is because we already had to like start coming because of the ACT practices that were like mandatory.
Yep.
So it's like that's mandatory, so we have to go. And with that, I was able to like pull the string to just let at this point just let me go already.
Yeah. My parents saw 170 was like, yeah, you're going to school.
Oh,
Oh wow.
They're unlike you guys. They're strict with it.
My mom is not. It's not that she's not strict. she's just like very. It's weird. It's weird to
Lazy?
explain it. She likes me to like have an idea of like what I want to do, and like she doesn't just let me do whatever I want, but like she respects my freedom. Like she's gonna insist on me to do things, but in the end, she says like I'm old enough now to take my own decisions.
Yeah.
Like she's not gonna babysit me around.
Yeah, that's smart.
Huh. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I didn't really notice you the entire year.
What you mean? I spoke to you every morning.
I know, which is weird, but like other than that, like you were gone.
Just a fading moment, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's the whole year. I feel like the entire of quarantine school year was just kind of like a month. It just felt like a month.
yeah, it just was like one long month.
It was the longest month ever, but it felt like 1 month. But it was like so long.
It was so long, and then like I think like I only started noticing the passage of time when we got to ACT practice, because that's when we actually had to do stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like we had to do stuff.
It was so fun for me. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
Like watching your scores go up like that. If any juniors or sophomores are watching, listen to Dr. Evan. Tracking works. Got me from a 21 to a 35.
Yeah. Now
Wait,
composite.
what'd you make?
My composite was 27, but on English it got me from a 21 to 35.
That's
And I didn't do ACT, and I got a 22. So it's not. So you should probably be tracking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be like
Don't be like me.
And I was here the entire time, and well,
And he got a
30 composite.
30.
Excellent.
so my super score is like a 31 composite.
Good one.
You know,
Good stuff.
unless you're the exception, Alejandra here. You know,
Oh, yeah,
unless you're the exception, good tracking.
Yeah, she got a 30 composite the first time.
31.
31 composite.
Without,
the first-
like,
Without
the
super.
tracking and like she's
She's just
just at another level.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah, I just came like to in person because I was bored at home, but I had to keep asking my mom like to let me because she was scared about COVID. But I was just so bored at home and I had nothing to do.
I get it. I'd want to come too.
So the next question, it's so from last year, what would you say was your lowest and your highest point from last year?
Lowest would be just with COVID, it'd be like it would seem like anytime I went on a trip, like something would happen to like not allow another trip to happen, if that makes sense. Like because I have most of my family in South Carolina, it would be like we're set to go there for Christmas, and we drove all the way from here with our 2 dogs to South Carolina, and then an in-law got COVID, so we couldn't do our big family thing. And you're just like, you never have to really think about something like that, and COVID kind of made that happen. And then my high would be definitely got close with a few kids who would just like come by the office and just want to talk because there was plenty of time, in the day for sure, 9 hours. And then I was proud, like your staff votes like the staff member of the year.
Oh yeah.
And they voted for me last year for the school to represent. So that made me I was proud of that. So that'd be my high.
I think the high point for me was just that like we got out of 12. That was fun.
Every day was Wednesday.
Yeah, well, I pretty much already said like my lowest and highest. Like when I was at home, like my grades were just like on the ground, just like when I heard it coming, like it was just like so satisfying to like see like such a huge change like so quick.
God, yeah,
I
that's
think-
what it's all about.
I think the lowest point for me was like the second week of like when we were doing online, because then it hit me like this is gonna be the entire year. Just be online, log on, be tired like to no end because I stayed up like all night last night, and just get hit with information I'm not gonna get. So that just kind of was just insane. And then like the highlight was just that ACT score that I got. Because
you feel good.
yeah, I made me feel good. I was like, yeah, at least it was worth it.
Yeah. Hard work does pay off.
Well, I assume just to be more specific, I remember at the end of the second quarter for Dr. Evan, like I was just so tired from trying to not like completely fail out my other classes that I had zero energy for Dr. Evan.
Oh, yeah.
And in her online class, I would just not pay attention. I'll just be on my phone, just join for attendance. And I remember one time she didn't say my name, but she called me out. She's like, just give me a second, guys, because there's this student who like never pays attention and thinks he can just be in his phone, so I'm just gonna turn his camera off. and like on the spot, I knew she was talking about me, and then she turned my camera off, and I felt like so. It felt so bad. And, like
I think
we all need a little call out every once in a while.
and then you realize, what am I doing? You know.
yeah, it's like really weird.
I can't really think of a low or a high.
Yeah, she's just that good. She can think of a high because her normal state is that way.
Like,
Or maybe like the entire year was just so much the same.
yeah, it was like just really mediocre at the beginning, but when I started coming and I started seeing you two guys, it was really fun and it was nice to be able to like learn and help each other, and it was just like a supportive place to be, and it was nice and fun.
Except you were not
He
here.
came like the last
I came
2
like
weeks.
the last 2 weeks because I was failing all my classes.
Trying to get them grades up.
Yeah, I was like, maybe I should go. And so I basically barely passed all my classes. And all my GPA driven, but I used to pass.
Your lower point was when
A teacher.
Your teacher.
A teacher forgot to put my final.
And he failed.
Oh, that's the one we.
Yeah.
Mr. Lustre.
Yeah, he.
We annoy him about him.
We still make fun of him.
We still make fun of him.
He said I didn't pass when I passed with a 70, but it's like, oh, I didn't pass science class. I did pass it. I did.
Nah, he didn't. Don't listen to him, guys. He didn't pass the class.
He failed miserably by his own fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
Dang,
misunderstanding.
y'all are harsh.
Yeah, we do.
You get bullied daily.
And he also doesn't know how to drive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's just no. Actually, no. I don't know that part.
He does know how to drive.
I know you have a car, but
I do.
I know you have a car.
I'll tell you that I don't. Okay.
Okay, well,
Okay, the next question says, how do you feel about this year?
with everything back,
Yeah.
kind of.
But more how it's going to like work out. Do you think, are you feeling optimistic that's going to like be like previous years, or like
Yeah.
are you trying to be a bit more realistic?
I mean, I definitely prefer this, where you have, we all often talk about like the scholars or the, students behaving. It's much, for me, it's always much easier to coach up y'all than it is adults sometimes. Like when I can physically go in a room, see if they're doing what they're doing, watch them teach, and I have to hop on a Zoom link to do all that. And also it's like, it's hard for, a lot of times you learn by working directly with, and so we have new leaders here we've hired, new teachers, and it's much easier, thus making me much more optimistic on like schooling them up on what I think works best with a lot of you guys.
I mean, like, are you afraid that we'll like shut down again?
Yeah, that's my worst fear.
Yeah. If we shut down again, oh my god.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like what, like I feel like if we shut down again, during like I guess like I'm guessing like at most like the month interval before they start like trying to do like the whole thing they did last year.
Yeah.
You're gonna see a lot more like sign-ups to coming back to school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Especially due to like I guess this like new found like school spirit that now that we're back, especially with the freshmen. I've heard how they've been.
You're right. They are taking a lot of my attention. So we'll get them right, or we'll get some of them out. Unfortunately.
But like with our grade, like I guess like compared to like junior year, no sophomore year, sorry, like when like the year before COVID hit,
Oh, I remember.
like we were more apathetic, I guess, like towards the school and in a way towards each other.
Both.
Yeah, both pretty
Come
much.
a long way, though. Y'all have.
Yeah, and then like after COVID, it's like more homely,
Yeah.
and it kind of woke us up. Like, yeah, like we may
isn't
not
so bad.
like going to school, but like it's one of the few places where we have each other. You
Yeah.
know?
No,
And
I get it. I
Yeah,
get it.
like a sense of community where we all kind of agree upon like kind of like the same ideals of. I mean, we do want to help our family, help our future,
Yeah.
our families that we're gonna have if we do have family and whatnot. We all want to get out of here.
Y'all genuinely most of the people here get along well, and it is special. And y'all have very good energy overall. I definitely prefer that to what I had in South Carolina.
yeah,
We don't have like, it's like you want a system, you better figure it out yourself. It's not like built-in systems. Like if this happens, then here's what happens to you. You got to like figure that out on the fly.
yeah,
It took me a little time.
yeah.
I don't know what you meant by this question, so I'm just gonna let you like.
Oh, let me
five.
Sorry.
I'm just gonna let you ask.
That's why I asked you to help me proofread it.
No, it's not. It's not the writing. It's like it could be interpreted in many ways.
Oh, like, do you feel like to our cohort, like our year, do you feel like over the course of the 3 years you've been with us, like there has been like a few like failings along the way, like a lot of shortcomings, like do you feel that? And is there like something you want to do to like help improve our essentially school spirit?
Yeah, I mean, first I would say like compare year one when I was here to now. Like we had a mariachi band to start off Hispanic Heritage Month. That's progress. We have a fully functioning student council now. It's hard. Y'all ever heard the saying like Rome wasn't built in a day?
Yeah.
So it's hard to build up a school. Like just to give you some context, like when I started, they were like, oh yeah, like they were like, there's no discipline here. Like, and I'm like, oh okay, cool, man. Y'all know that just wasn't the case. Specifically, like with the like marijuana use and stuff. That and then just kids like walking out of class with like no thinking about, like you have very little of that now. So look now compared to when I was here when y'all were sophomores. Yes, we have some freshmen that we need to get right, and I will. But just the whole like culture of the school has shifted in a major way, man. Major way. So, what was the last one?
Do you have like any plans or ideas to like improve the school spirit?
Unless there's like surprises.
Oh yeah, definitely some more surprises. It just honestly, what has really also helped, man, is like I'm in charge of the hiring, and so like people like Miss Wright, like who started, like she's amazing. I have we were granted TAs to help with phone calls, setting up parent meetings, translating. We have Patterson. Well, I love Miss Robinson as well. She moved on, but we didn't get worse by getting Patterson. You know what I mean? She's great. And then I just feel like we're hiring better too. I think that makes a difference in the overall. I'm not bringing in trash teachers. Is what I'm saying. I'm bringing in teachers who are actually pretty good, and so that helps. Yeah.
I mean, like I think like one of the few things that like it's gonna be really hard to fix is like the funding, the entire thing. Like
especially for athletics.
Yeah, because like that's like one of the big things that are missing towards at least with this school is that like there's not like a wide range of sports beyond like volleyball, soccer, track and field, and
some cross trying to chess.
Oh, yeah, chess
just throwing that out there. Anyone interested?
Yeah, always can do some chess. I'm with you. Now it's like again though, y'all think outside the box, which is great. So if you have like ideas like, yo, can we stay after this day and do this? We do have money for that. We just now a sports team is a little different than like a one night event. Yeah. But we do have some money. We can do some stuff. Just ask.
Yeah, I have that like little club I want to do. And it's gonna take a little money.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Slightly pitching.
But
slightly. No, I already told him about it too, which is like
ninth grade is meeting in business room.
so many
part of the charm of the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just before we move to the next question, talking about those surprises, you want to give WB Podcast any exclusives?
Like exclusives?
I mean, just stay tuned for September 24th, Friday, when the pep rally.
September 24th pep rally. There's going to be something special. You heard it on WB Podcast first, guys.
Yep.
Pep rally. We haven't had that in like...
I know.
Okay, and the last question is, are you excited about the new student council president, and what can you anticipate from that administration?
I think first off, I would just highlight that I love like the speeches that they did. I thought that it was pretty remarkable that the two presidential candidates, like they had to do a recount because it was so tight. Yeah. But then also like them both knowing that either one could win potentially or lose after it was so close that they made an agreement to like work together. You know what I mean? Cindy did win right. The right way. Cindy's not as vocal as Cleopatra, so Cleopatra can kind of help Cindy communicate some of the things, and Cindy can lead in her own way like she did this morning. They were all there helping, and I think it's great. Instead of me getting told like, "Hey Wes, plan this," like they plan it, and then we help them like truly make it happen. So I think they have some good ideas, and I love seeing them like couple with us getting the mariachi band like they had the signs. I prefer them not throwing the candy this morning, but I wasn't. It was a good morning.
Yeah, they kind of just handed me candy, like somewhat forcibly, because I was like,
if you're part of the 12th grade team, we'll be meeting in 153. 12th grade teamers head over to
Meetings, man.
And they never end. I've noticed now that we're doing this on Wednesdays,
Yeah.
which is
I mean, it's not our time.
yeah, they know at the time.
Appreciate your teachers. They don't leave us same thing you do on Wednesdays.
Yeah, they like this. I don't know how it would be.
Just showing. 10th grade, we're meeting in room 158 right now. 10th grade, we're room.
All right, one more question. I got to go to my night.
That was actually the next question.
Excellent. Enjoyed it, guys. Enjoyed it. Everybody wash their hands.
Any parting thoughts before you leave?
Man, I love that y'all are being creative with the outlets. As far as y'all's podcast, I need y'all to let me know how to make it play. You know, how I can play it.
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. You can search up Williams Prep Podcast.
Yep.
I think he's working on Spotify, right?
Yeah.
Spotify.
Keep the pressure on.
I've tried, but we need something weird. Bye.
See you, Mr. Wessinger. Thank you for coming.
Yes, sir.
Alright, well,
So we're still going to talk about some things real quick,
yeah, just
general news.
general news. So
topics,
EEs and IAs,
For seniors.
They're gonna start building in.
Also, yeah, for juniors as well, right? Juniors.
Juniors,
start.
yeah.
There's
What'd you say?
the E's and I's. There's a
Extended
few.
essays.
The E and the IA, sorry. There's a lot of outlines to this week
And next week,
and next week.
and then
as
the
well.
week after
And
that.
then for juniors, I don't know when they're gonna start
Do they?
telling you about it, but you guys are gonna have to start planning about it pretty soon.
And we do recommend.
Doing your work.
If you go talk to senior teachers and ask them about it. To have if you want that head start.
That is true. That would be a useful thing to do.
And if you guys are doing the personal project, make sure you focus more on the writing than you do on the project, since the writing is more important.
Because I learned that
For
hard way.
sophomores.
70-30 writing project.
I
kind
learned
of
that
thing.
hard way.
Yep.
I almost failed the personal projects. I didn't
Don't
do
be
that
like-
of it.
Don't be like me. I focus more on the project.
I mean, you can if you're more passionate about it. You can, but it's like
But
then your grades in jeopardy. So.
Yeah, if you actually want to get the certificate or whatever it is, you have to do the writing.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not telling you don't be passionate about your project. We're telling you make sure to good writing.
Yeah. And plus,
There's also we talked about it. The surprise reaction kind of giveaway this morning.
how did you?
It's
How
so
did-
sneaky.
When I saw that, I was like, "What is going on?"
Yeah, Sam.
Yeah.
I was so confused. My mom was confused. We came in before 5 minutes before the bell rang, and I was like, "What did I miss? What was there a whole party? Whose birthday is it?"
I feel so bad for the people who were absent today.
Yeah,
It's like one of those things where people are like, "Oh my gosh, you missed it," and you're like, "What did I miss? You missed the entire mariachi."
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And people basically got to be late, or able to be late to their first period for almost half an hour,
It was 10 minutes, no?
10, 20 minutes.
10-20 minutes.
Something like that. But when me and Alejandro were walking in, we thought someone was just blasting music until we got closer. It's just wait a minute.
This is actually happening.
Before we could even hear anything though, I just saw the huge all grades just there standing. I was like, what's going on? Are we having a revolt against the school? What?
Is it finally happening?
Finally?
Yeah, but
Luis kept his promise. Also, we also have the state fair.
oh yeah, State Fair is in 9 days.
Oh, nice. Are we? Do you know? Does anyone know if we're getting the tickets that we usually get?
I don't know.
I'm assuming we are.
Yeah,
They
I'm
are.
assuming, but also maybe be cautious during the State Fair because
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
absolutely be
Yeah,
cautious.
Yeah.
I would recommend going in a mask.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Hazmat suit,
Hazmat suit essentially. I don't know how they're gonna do the State Fair though, because I don't know what they're gonna do about the food.
Because
Yeah.
last year, the way I heard about it was that the state fair was basically like a parade, but in your car. You would just
Yeah.
kind of drive around,
Mm-hmm.
and they'd show you Texas spirit. Well, not, but there wasn't much to do.
Yeah, true. I mean,
You know,
if you
it's
want some State Fair news, apparently Fletcher's, they're changing their batter or something like that. They're changing something major about the actual corn dog. So the taste is different, which I think if I remember correctly is the first time they changed something about the actual corn dog in over half a decade. I mean half a decade, sorry, over half a century. like 66 years, I think. So if you want to try the hot dog, there's that. Or corn dog. Christ, I always get them confused.
And if you have never tried deep fried Oreos, 1,000%
yeah,
recommend them.
they're actually pretty good.
That's me.
And this is not just our like diabetic Texan topping. This is just us.
No, like I actually make those at home sometimes. They are amazing.
How did you do that?
It's just
Did you
like
fry Oreos?
It's
Oh
just
my god, I
pancake-
wonder how you.
it's just pancake mix.
Oh, okay.
And like
Not
put it in
that
the Oreo, deep fry it.
Yeah.
But she's really skinny, so you know.
What?
She is skinny.
I mean, yeah, but like
They're not. There's no visual for this.
I mean, if students listening to this, Alejandra Landa, I'm assuming you know her.
I don't think they would know me.
only picture like
Continue to the next topic.
3/4 of seniors would know. That's about it.
Oh, I assume.
That's it.
And the RDCC trip tomorrow,
Oh yeah. Dude.
which by the time you listen
yeah.
to
By the
this,
time we already have. So
It was probably fun, and we had a great time.
Oreo was probably really trash, and
we
we had a
did,
miserable
right?
time.
We got lost.
Yeah.
Yep.
This will be the first trip our class has taken in over 3 years.
yeah.
That's fun.
So-
and it's not a real trip.
No, not really, because it's a requirement for every class that's ever
Oh, well.
been in school, except for the last class because they didn't get that
Yes, we
because
can't.
there was a pandemic.
True.
So
But we can't really give you advice for what to do tomorrow because it wouldn't make sense. But considering that you already went, you know, make sure to look into whatever colleges you liked.
look beyond the colleges you may have. Like go to RTC, see if they give you any recommendations, or RTCC because they included careers now, which means
That's the thing. You can also on the college fair instead of the colleges, there are also trade colleges like electricians and vet techs and all that. So that's why RGCC now, but there's careers, not just colleges.
Yes.
It's pretty cool.
which is pretty nice because considering that this is a college prep school, it's nice to see that they actually care about students who don't want to go to college and want to go immediately into the workforce. So
Also military. So
That's
there's Navy as well.
I won't
Okay.
say my opinion on
Of
that.
course. Yes.
And if you are planning to go to college, make sure you check the course requirements. Make sure you're okay with that. You know, don't want to be enrolled.
Taking AP psychology while you want like a fine arts degree.
Yeah, sure.
A political science when you want a med
Poli
tech.
sci degree, yeah. I mean, like, we could talk about, like, what we specifically want.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Nate. I mean, you were here.
Yeah.
I thought that was really a great idea.
Yeah.
But to be honest, out of the three here, only Christian probably has like actual colleges that he cares about.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them are not coming to the thing, but there's like one or like I'm planning on talking to like Cornell University, people there because it's like one of the few, I guess Ivy League schools that are coming here, and then like UNT. I'm distracted.
Sorry.
UNT, I feel like that's gonna be a popular choice for a lot of students here, other than like Texas A&M Commerce. Because that's, well, first of all, that was like one of the few schools that we had a field trip for. I don't know if any of you guys ever went on them.
Yeah. UNT.
To UNT?
I went to Baylor.
No, we went to.
No,
we went
like-
to UNT once, I think.
Middle school.
Yeah,
Yeah, we went to middle school.
Baylor, SMU, and UNT.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess so then.
Yeah, because
I just remember
yeah,
Baylor.
UT A&M at Commerce or whatever, and then Baylor, like the schools that we have the most connection to, even though
Yeah.
Baylor's not coming here. But
So pretty good school.
I guess like Juniata College is coming here too, right? I don't
I
know.
have no idea.
But it's, that's a decent college too. Oh, then Lafayette College.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it, to be honest. I don't know what I'm gonna ask them. I just know I'm gonna go up to them and be like, "Hi,
Hey.
hi, can you give me a scholarship? Thank you."
Well, just before we end, right? So any sophomores watching, if you're interested in chess club and want to help Krasnov out, he's looking for a room. For chess club, obviously. I don't want to repeat that. But sponsor for today. It's someone come up with something. Definitely not sponsor. Sorry, quote for today. You know, famous person that says something good about us. We have it. Where is it?
Professional.
Professional.
Okay.
I told you about this.
Yes. So, Gavin was not
Newsom.
Gavin Newsom. Sorry, the governor of California, right?
Yep.
He said something really nice regarding the recall election, but also regarding WP because this is what he said in an interview. My position as governor may have been recalled, but I will never recall the quality of WP podcast.
Thank you.
Truly.
Thank you, Gavin Newsom, for that quote you did in an interview.
Yeah,
Very cool.
It was absolutely true. It happened. Sadly, it got completely deleted off the internet, so
The
guys
CIA
won't be able to-
interfering.
The CIA just does
Yeah.
not want you to listen to WP
would be-
podcast.
We're just too powerful.
Yeah, we're too powerful. Our influence is amazing.
Exactly. So yeah,
That is all for today. If you enjoyed the episode, please follow us and give us a like.
Follow.
And then-
share it around.
Share it, please. We are desperate.
We
That you're gonna have to, or else we'll like blast it every time there's announcements.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do that regardless, but
You know, at least so you don't feel annoyed by it. Like I want to watch it, leave me alone. Just watch it, so you're like, oh my god, yeah, I'm one of the people that watch it. You know,
Yeah.
instead of feeling annoyed, you're a part of it.
It's like
you're one of the people. Yeah.
It's like Supreme, where it's like sure the clothes don't look cool, but it's like just having it is like a cool thing.
We're a status symbol.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely, we are
We
the
are
coolest
the-
people.
Pinnacle of Williams Preparatory swagger.
Oh, no.
So, on that note, goodbye.
Oh wait! One other thing. Next week, as you may hear, Alejandra is here. It's not just this time; she's becoming a part of the team, and the WP podcast team may get a slightly bigger over the next weeks or whatever for like that one or two person that has listened to it since the beginning.
So naturally, our quality should improve.
Slightly.
Keyword should.
If we plan, that would be nice.
Yeah.
But beyond that, I think we can end on that note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hope you enjoyed listening, and we'll hope
See you in the next.
see you in
other
the
week.
next week if our
Next-
editor.
Not next week.
Not next week.
other week.
See you in the weeks if our editor decides to edit on time. Goodbye.
Bye.
I'm being pressure here.
Yeah, you are. You weirdo.